Hey guys, it's Sam with two M's, and welcome to this MYXclusive interview. As you guys can see, I have a very special guest here with me. He is an incredibly talented musician who I'm sure you've all sang along to at at least one point in your life. I'm pretty sure he used to be part of Side A. He has session with so many local and international artists, and I'm so excited to have him here on Mix. So everyone, please welcome Pido!
Hello,
Woo!
hi VJ Sam. Thank you for having me here. And hello sa lahat ng mixed viewers.
Yes, we're so excited to have you here, of course. I just realized your voice is so soothing talaga now that
Wow,
I'm
thank you.
talking to you. Pwede ka din po maging radio DJ. Wow,
Talaga?
grabe.
Wow.
Yes,
Oh.
with your voice. I can feel it talaga. But how have you been po? How's life?
I'm okay. I just had
Mm.
my second shot, so
Mm.
I'm pretty much better and
Yes.
protected.
Mm-mm.
So the usual, keeping safe,
Mm-hmm.
dito lang sa bahay, trying to write songs and stuff,
Yeah.
and waiting for interviews like you guys. Then Then, but I'm okay. Yeah, yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
great. I can't
That's good.
I can't
Mm-mm.
ask for anything else. Oh,
Mm-mm. Well, I'm happy to hear you're fully vaccinated. So
yeah.
that's less anxiety, I guess, then for you.
Yes, yes, that
An
helps a lot.
extra an extra layer of protection during
Mm.
this time, and it's also nice to hear that you've been working on music and really making the most of your time and being okay. Feeling ko yun yung pinaka-importanting part is
Yeah,
to be okay. Kahit okay
yes.
lang, no, during
Oh,
this time. But you're someone who has or always used to play at gigs, used to always play live music and all of that.
yes.
So with the current situation, syempre, there haven't been much gigs, obviously, because of everything that's been going
Mm.
on. So how is it for you adjusting to everything that happened,
Ah,
especially in the last
yeah.
year?
It's a painful adjustment, just
Mm-mm,
having to play for uh 4 nights a week
mm-mm,
for decades, and
mm-mm,
sometimes seven nights. It's a shock actually. So at first, it was, lilipat lang yan. It could probably just a week or two, and
mm-mm,
then turned to a month, and then 3 months, and then
mm-mm,
now it's a year, more than a year. So,
mm-mm,
well, the first 3 months was, I think that's the hardest.
mm-mm,
Uh, this pandemic is a really hard pill to swallow, ika nga.
mm-mm.
So, it has sanity is very important.
Yes.
So, yeah, I just got to you have to work on that first before
Mm-mm,
moving on. So anyway,
mm-mm,
all's well naman.
mm-mm,
I was able to write again. That's the good thing about it,
mm-mm,
no?
mm-mm.
And ano pa ba? Oh, yun lang. And ano uh nakapag-isip-isip.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Uh-uh.
Yeah, medyo
Mm-mm,
medyo maraming realization na nangyari na, oh, importante pala 'to.
mm-mm,
It's weird, 'di ba, not having to um, get to talk to your friends in person.
mm-mm,
Ang hirap.
mm-mm.
It's
That's
it's a
true.
mm,
Yeah, I'm
it's
sure major
cold, 'di ba?
adjustment talaga. Yeah,
Yeah.
and super
Mm,
like what you said, it was like kind of like a shock. Not just for you, syempre for a lot of people kasi ang dami talaga nating adjustments na
oh, yeah.
kailangan
Mm,
gawin
mm.
and all of that. And I love that you said, sanity first is the most important thing. Yeah,
Yes.
kasi with everything that's been going on, it's hard then pag pinapressure natin yung sarili natin to be productive. Like for you, I can imagine like with music and for others with
Oo.
whatever they have going on. But it's nice to hear that you finally or you started getting back into music and kind of broke out from that routine then. So how was it at first when you started creating music again or writing music again?
It felt great kasi
Mm-mm.
ako, I'm the type of songwriter na I don't really I'm not really good at with deadlines. So the last song I wrote was more than a decade ago. Ganun ako
Oh,
magsulat.
wow. Mm-mm.
So few and far between. So
Mm-mm.
but yung nasulat ko, I'm quite proud of it. It's a reflection of of the situation that we have right now, the pandemic.
Mm-mm.
It's not
Mhm.
a preachy song or something that would give you hope, but it's just a reflection. It's the emotions that I felt.
Mhm.
But I was able to write three and ongoing. So I plan to do that.
Yay!
I plan to break the spell of writing decades by in between.
Yes. Well, that's
Yeah,
great. That's exciting.
yeah, yeah.
But I can imagine, like the you got 10 years, like a decade since the last song that you wrote, and then you created the song. So, what do you think became yung parang spark na made you think na maybe I should write a song, or did it just like come out or like flow out
Yeah.
of you?
Well, walang choice eh. I had nothing to do eh, di ba? So, and that's the first thing that came to mind because
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to write again, but I didn't have the time. So now that I have all the ayun.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a little bit of learning curve since you have to have tools for that. So
Mm-hmm.
I got a computer, I got installed some digital
Mm-hmm.
audio workstation and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then learn how to work it.
Yeah.
And then ayun, so I'm getting used to it now. So that's a good thing.
Mm-mm.
Um, yeah, but songwriting wise, it's I really had to discipline myself and sit myself down and try to write.
Mm.
Okay naman. I found out na it's really not that hard. But there are times na talagang walang pumapasok or you're
Mhm.
just not inspired.
Mhm.
Meron pa rin yun. There's always that factor.
Mhm.
But when it comes, it's an amazing feeling,
Yeah.
very
I can
fulfilling.
imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine like it flows out of you. But what do you think was the reason why parang the space between the songs that you would write was actually very long back then?
Katamaran.
At least honest.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's true. You have to have
Mm-mm.
a certain amount of discipline to be able to
Mm-mm.
write consistently.
Mm-mm.
So, like they say, practice makes perfect, you know,
True.
in any other
Mm-mm.
art form.
That's
Kaya
true.
lang,
And
when I was playing live kasi, it's, it's a different feeling eh, and it's instant kasi.
mhm. Yeah.
So, yun nga, that's another thing. Kaya shock yung naramdaman ko is from transitioning from live music, all people in front of you, um,
Yeah.
and the feeling of playing live. Now it's a realization na putya ginto pala yung ginto pala yung may tao na nakikinig sa'yo na
Mm-mm.
nasa harap mo.
Mm-mm.
So yun, medyo bittersweet. But yun nga, hopeful naman dahil uh, lilipas din 'to eh.
Mhm.
I'm sure of
For
that.
sure.
This is a matter of time.
Yeah. For sure. I
And
mean, that's something that we're all holding on to
oh
na
yeah, yes, yeah,
hope,
yeah.
'di ba, na
The
this will
light at
eventually
the
be
end of the tunnel.
exactly, exactly. And
Oh,
I feel like we're slowly
yeah,
getting there.
yeah, I believe
But that's
so.
yeah, so that's a good thing. Yeah. And I can imagine, yeah, like you said, kasi live music, iba talaga yung feeling of live music, like the energy, your energy, but also the
Yes.
energy of the crowd,
Mm,
no? So
mm.
I'm
It
sure that
works
was a
both ways, eh.
yeah.
Kaya ang
Mm-mm.
galing, ang galing.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So I can imagine nga the kind of like separation anxiety also you had from that
Yeah,
experience. Mm-mm. But
and
go ahead.
oh, yeah, yeah, it's anxiety you were saying.
Mm-mm.
Yung
Mm-mm.
anxiety ng nakakulong, yun ang nagpagrabe
Mm-mm.
dun, 'di
Mm-mm.
ba? So
Mm-mm.
coming from that, situation, bigla kang nakakulong, ano yun, ang labo ng feeling nun. That's why yeah, it's about sanity talaga.
Yeah, super. Para silang polar opposites eh. Parang super
Oo,
alive,
oo.
super like out there
Todo,
tapos oo, and then the other end
extreme.
talaga.
Yeah,
super
yeah,
extremes. But despite all of that, like you said, you're still able to write music at least. So I feeling
yeah,
go your fans and people who really supported you are excited and looking forward to yung mga ginawa mo or the ones that you wrote during this time. Like your
yeah.
new single too, which just came out very
Yes.
recently, Invisible Cages. So I'm sure they were so excited to see you release new music also during this time. So could you tell us more about what this song is about and really what
Well,
inspired it?
yeah, yeah. It was inspired by this whole pandemic
Mm-hmm.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, pretty much explains everything in the title itself. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it's about all the emotions that I felt nga during this pandemic nung nag-lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I remember, and this is the first song na I tried a different style of songwriting. I started with
Mm-hmm.
a title
Oh.
and one guitar lick,
Mm-hmm.
guitar riff pala. So
Mm-hmm.
from there, when I had the riff already, the guitar riff, I immediately thought of a title and then worked from there.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, so wala pa ako nasusulat until I had this um, experience na yung dinalaw ako ng ano, ng barkada ko
Mm-hmm.
and I had that feeling na nung meron na lang siyang inabot, I think food yata, something.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos yung hindi mo man lang siya maapiran or bro hug, kami
Yeah.
'pag, nagkikita
Oh.
gano'n, eh, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
"Bro," ganyan, may
Mm-mm.
yakap talaga, 'di ba? So, yung gano'n, eh, ang weird, parang it felt really cold nga.
Yeah.
So, ayun na that fueled that ano, the songwriting there, dun
Mm-hmm.
lalo na I had the title in mind. So,
Mm-mm.
yun mabilis lang, it took me about a week to finish the song.
Mm-hmm.
So, galing, galing.
Yeah. And
Um,
mhm.
yeah, yeah, the verses were, one incident, the one verse is about yung mga delivery and then
Oh.
oo. So, and yung isa yung napansin ko yung ano, yung, garbage collector, gano'n.
Mhm, mhm.
So,
Oh, mm.
wala lang, I just had to put it in.
Yeah.
Kung ano yung
Yeah.
ano, what affected me the most, 'yan.
Yeah,
I
which
was
I
thinking
feel
kasi
like
'di ba yung mga garbage collector, high risk sila sobra 'di ba? So,
mhm.
wala lang, I just had to include that.
No, but that's true. Parang we didn't realize it before this pandemic, but there are so many people who really put themselves out there, 'di ba? For
Yeah,
example, like the garbage collectors. We never really realized it before, but even more now nakita natin na, what they do is really, really essential and parang it's really we never realized how they put themselves out there nga. They put themselves at
yeah,
risk, 'di ba,
mm.
for what they do.
Overlooked
So
ika nga 'di ba?
oo, yeah. So I can imagine kung gaano ka-powerful yung parang experience na yun. Or even like the one with your friend. Never din natin na-realize yung importance ng hugs and stuff like that. Parang,
Oo, 'di ba?
what a concept. Oo.
Parang ano, speaks volume 'di ba? 'Pag ano,
Mm-mm.
yung act na yun, that small act,
Mm-mm.
ay
Yeah. And the feeling na you
napaganda na
can't do it na ngayon, di ba? Parang,
oo, oo.
medyo
Parang
weird.
hirap.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's really, really hard. And I feel like through this song, nakikita ng mga tao na it's very relatable because those are things na
Hmm,
we also realized throughout this time. But you said it was a really fast process for you creating
mm.
the song, and I also want to talk about the arrangement since you said you tried like new songwriting process
Oo,
then for this one.
oo.
So how about like the arrangement of the song too? How was
Well,
that
ano
building
naman,
it?
yung arranging part, medyo
Mm-hmm.
sanay naman na ako dun because
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yung mga past albums ko, ako rin ang nag-a-arrange,
Mm-hmm.
nagpo-produce, so yun.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of yung songwriting lang talaga ang ano ko,
Mm-hmm.
yun yung medyo kailangan sanayin ko. I really have to do it more often or make a habit of it ba.
Yeah.
like I said, practice makes perfect. So yun lang naman ang key dun.
True.
Ba I'm inching ano, inch medyo mabagal lang, but
Mhm,
patience is a virtue.
mhm. Yes, and slow and steady wins the race.
Yes,
So I hear. So
yes,
at least kahit if it's even if it's slow progress, it's still progress, diba? But how did it
that
feel, especially when you finish the song? Because I can imagine that's also like a weight off your shoulders then. Kasi diba, you've been wanting to write
oo.
something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm,
Siyempre ano, when I when I had the first demo, siyempre
mm-mm,
pinarinig ko kaagad sa
mm-mm,
mga kaibigan, "What do you think?" Yung ganyan.
mm-mm,
So, okey naman. Positive naman yung ano,
mm-mm. Yung mga feedback ng friends.
yeah,
Very supportive
yeah,
friends.
yes. And actually it came out last ano, eh,
Mhm,
end of the month of ano ba, April? Ano bang buwan
mhm.
ngayon? Yun, see, 'di
This
ba
is
yung parang
May. Yeah. It's all blurry na, no? It's all blurry.
oo, eh, timeless na ako 'pag gano'n, eh.
Mm-mm.
But yun,
True.
when it came out, daming nag-message sa'kin. So, very ano,
Mhm.
nakakataba ng puso and
Yeah.
all positive ano, comments.
Mhm. Mm.
So,
Yeah.
please, I need your support,
Mm.
friends and family and everyone, to
Y
the
yeah.
listeners of the Mix.
Mm. Definitely,
Yeah.
and I saw the
Fair play,
comments
puwede.
also. I saw the comments
Sige,
too
yeah.
sa video on YouTube, and a lot of people
Yeah.
were excited to see new music from you. So how does it feel na even though you weren't able to play gigs in the last year na people are still there supporting you and listening to your music, especially your newest single?
Oo. Well, um, question again is how I felt ano, or
Mhm,
what
mhm.
do I do about it, gano'n.
How do you yeah.
Ano naman, um, ano naman siya, we have online, shows Monday.
Mhm,
So, of course malayo 'yun sa live performance,
mhm,
but that's the next best thing, eh. So, we really have to adjust and ano, get used to it na, 'yun lang ang meron, eh. And we are very lucky to have this technology now na nagagawa natin 'yun.
mhm,
So, okey na rin, 'di ba, for now,
mhm.
kesa yung wala,
That's true.
oo.
That's true.
Like this interview now right now, 'di ba, parang
Mhm.
galing, 'di ba?
Yeah. On
Oo.
many different platforms, people are watching
Yes,
us,
oo,
which is yeah, really a great thing and a blessing. Feeling ko na
mm.
although it's not live, it's still something that we can do to reach out, of
Oo,
course, to the fans and to the
oo,
supporters. Mm-mm.
right, right. Buti nga
Yeah.
nakikita kita ngayon, eh. So that's a big plus.
That's true. That's true. It's not voice
Yeah,
only. But I also
yeah.
can imagine yung parang first online gigs ninyo. I can imagine also what that was like for you guys.
Yeah,
So what
weird
was it
nun.
like? Yeah, what was it
Oo,
like?
weird nun. Parang alam mo yung kinakausap mo yung sarili mo, may feeling na gano'n.
Mm-mm.
So, 'di ba, eh, music 'to, eh. So,
Mhm,
well, the first one was, live streaming. So,
mhm,
may mga comments.
mm,
Kaya lang, ang nakakakita lang ng comments yung nag-ooperate nung laptop and
mhm,
the the camera.
mhm.
So, sinisenyas lang sa'kin. So, ang hirap pa rin. So, I guess the next step would be ano, to have a monitor in front of me also.
Yeah, I can
Oo.
imagine. There's so many things that you need, no, to be
Oo,
able
eh, and
to. Mm-mm,
lalo pa ako, I'm not that techy, eh. Yung paggawa ng music, yeah, puwede, but
mhm,
yung ano, yung online streaming and that stuff,
mhm,
naku,
mhm.
help.
Well, like you said, it's all a matter of practice. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah,
So,
well,
sanayan lang talaga,
and a whole
feeling
lot of
ko.
learning.
Yeah, a big learning curve, I
Yeah,
think,
oo,
for a lot of us also. But at least it's still, like I said, a great way for you to reach out to your fans with music. And also, of course, your newest songs like Invisible Cages. But you also mentioned you wrote two other songs then. So, what else can we
yes.
expect coming from you, especially now that you're really getting into the groove, I would like to say,
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
songwriting?
I'm aiming to write more,
Mhm,
Tagalog songs, I guess, so
mhm,
and I also collaborated with a few friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, the plan is I'll be releasing singles. So is it too early to announce? So, ano. But
No,
anyway,
not at all.
I'm planning to make it a whole album. So I'll start
Mm-hmm.
with singles muna and
Mm-hmm.
then end up with the whole album. So
Oh,
at least I got something on the board na gagawin ko.
mm-mm.
Helps
Exactly.
a lot.
Yes, and mm-mm. And I'm sure it helps a lot with also like sanity, of course. That's something
Yes,
to
yes. I was
do.
about to say.
Yeah, something to do and express yourself through
Yeah.
like music. So I'm
Mm,
sure a lot of people are super excited for that too. And I'm sure, like you said, there's been a lot of reflection and a lot of introspection in the last year. So for you,
yeah.
what do you think was like the biggest or most shocking thing you learned about yourself during this time?
Uh, Shocking thing, wala na. Sa edad kong 'to, hindi na ako nasho-shock sa sarili ko.
Or
Ano
the
na nga, eh,
biggest thing?
parang ano na nga, eh, parang, "Yun na ba yun?" Parang parang nabibitin pa, eh. Well, shocking, ano nga ba? Well, it's not really shocking, but I've
Mm,
realized that ano, we can really better ourselves pala.
mhm,
Well, we have the capacity to be a good person
mhm,
if you kung medyo masungit ka ano, you know, there's room for change parati.
mhm.
So yun lang, yun yung 'di ba hindi naman shocking, eh, 'di ba? But, a lot of good things. So yun,
Definitely.
mm,
But I super agree
it's
with that too.
mm,
Mhm.
na we can still grow.
Yeah.
There's always room for growth and ano, to learn,
Mhm.
kahit na regardless of your age,
Mhm.
ano. So, galing,
For
galing.
sure. Yeah, I think that's something that a
And,
lot of us realize too. Yes,
to
go
God
ahead.
be the glory for that.
Yeah, I truly agree. Like, this time is a great time to grow as people. Ang dami kasing nangyayari. So, there's a
Oo.
lot of growth also to be experienced during this time.
Mm. Yep.
Yeah, so I feel like for you a lot of the growth has come from music also and songwriting. So I'm
Yes.
sure people are super excited too for all of your future releases. So where can everyone follow you actually, so they can
I
keep
have
updated?
Yes. I have my Facebook page. It's,
Mm-hmm.
just type in Pido, and
Mm-hmm.
then I have a YouTube channel. It's
Mm-hmm.
Pido Lalimarmo Official.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have, side projects pala, 'yun. Kaya pala
Mm-hmm.
ano, I just had this ano, reunion with my, uh, side A na ano, batch. So it's now called Side A Redux. So we are redoing the first album, and then we're doing also originals. We had a show, an online show as well,
Mm-hmm.
and, part 2 is on the works. So ayun, yun din, check out our page. It's Side A Redux
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook and, on YouTube. We
Mm-hmm.
also have Instagram. Uh, Ayun, Side A Redux. And, siyempre
Yay.
don't forget me for it. Ako muna. Pido, Miss Pido. Yeah, yan.
And then
So
after the
ano,
side A. Mm-hmm.
and, yes, please check out my single Invisible Cages on all, digital platforms.
Mm-hmm.
If not all, madami yun, eh. So ano,
Yeah, it's a lot.
madami. I think it's around 20,
Mm-hmm.
platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yay! But I'm sure, guys, make sure to, of course, follow on social media so that you can keep updated on everything. Of course, Pido himself, make sure to follow him, but also his other projects like Side A Redux. So that's super exciting to hear about. I'm sure a lot of people are excited about that too. But before I let you go, Pido, do you have a message to everyone who's been supporting your music and looking forward to everything that you have in store for everyone?
Message, it's ano, it's all, thank yous and, love you backs, yung mga gano'n. Thank you. Sobrang overwhelmed ako sa support and dun sa mga messages nila. Um, Basta it's so fulfilling and ano, I'm overflowing with joy.
Mhm.
Sarap-sarap ng ano. So, yeah, please do continue to support me, like and subscribe kung ano mga on my social media accounts. And last but not least, just, hang in there. Matatapos din 'tong pandemic na 'to.
Agree.
Uh, Keep sane, safe and healthy, ayun. Pa-vaccine na kayo pala din.
Mhm.
If you get the chance, grab that. That's a good thing.
Yes, I agree. I totally agree with that. But thank you so much, Pido, for
So thank
joining
you,
us
thank you.
today
Thank
and
you,
for
Jason.
sharing the gift of music with everyone here on Mix, of course. And sa lahat na nanood ng Mixclusive interview na to on many platforms, thank you so much for joining us. And also make sure to stream Pido's newest single, which is called Invisible Cages. It's available on multiple digital streaming platforms. And also there is a video or like a performance video that you can check out on
The
YouTube.
video is on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, you
So
can check out the video as well. So you guys can get those feels, reflect a little also during this time. You can definitely listen to Pido's newest single, which is Invisible Cages. So once again, thank you everyone who tuned in.
thank
And
you,
of course, thank you, Pido, for joining me today.
thank you, thank you. It's a
Thank you,
pleasure.
thank you. And once again, this has been VJ Salmon 2Ms and Pido. We will see you guys next time. Bye.